I'm Dr. Kate Rheaume Bleue. I'm the author of the book Vitamin K2 and the Calcium Paradox, How a Little Known Vitamin Could Save Your Life. I am the host of Global Health Factors, the 1-minute news segment on Global National Morning News, talking about good news and research in the natural health industry that sometimes doesn't get the coverage that it deserves. And I am an educational spokesperson for Natural Factors. Oh, the intestinal flora can become disrupted for many reasons. Stress, antibiotic treatment, which is of course beneficial to treat infections, also can have the side effect of killing off helpful bacteria in the intestines. It's a common way the intestinal balance can become out of whack. A diet can even influence that. Some experts in the area have suggested, for example, chlorine in the water. And all of these things, and of course, infectious diseases, and even just with age, studies have shown that as we get older, there's typically a decline in the healthy bifidobacteria that we would expect or hope to find in the colon, for example, that can decline with age. So there's lots of reasons that the gut bacteria, the microbiome in the intestines, can become out of balance. Probiotics are fascinating and important for a number of reasons. We know that we have trillions of bacteria in our intestines. They make up what is called the microbiome, at least intestinal microbiome, and they influence our health in so many different ways. There is a balance of good and bad bacteria in the intestines, a very delicate balance that can get out of whack, it can become unbalanced. And probiotics are a way to help restore the balance to that intestinal bacteria. And that can have profound implications for our health in terms of immunity, digestion, and other aspects of well-being. There are two main families of bacteria that you find in the intestines, lactobacillus in the small intestine and bifidobacteria in the large intestine. And so a good probiotic formula typically contains some strains of each of those families. So in the Acidophilus Bifidus, for example, is primarily Lactobacillus rhamnosus with some Lactobacillus acidophilus, as well as some Bifidobacterium bifidum, and that covers the length of the large and small intestine. Should probiotics be enteric-coated is a good question. When probiotics first came to the market, an enteric coating was considered to be the gold standard because back in those days, we didn't have the biotechnology to be able to select strains for natural acid and bile resistance, and now we do. So in fact, every strain of bacteria in the Ultimate Multi-Probiotic, the regular, the double strength, and in fact all of the natural factors of probiotics are selected for natural acid and bile resistance and will resist and survive digestion as long as they're taken with food. Acidophilus Bifidus regular strength is 5 billion CFU, that stands for colony forming units, or basically live freeze-dried cells per capsule, and the double strength is 10 billion live cells per capsule. $5 billion is a good starting point for people who have never taken a probiotic, for example. Then for most healthy people who are just looking to maintain the balance of their intestinal microbiome and top up the good bacteria from time to time, $5 billion is a great starting point. Research is tending towards the higher doses, 10 billion, 12 billion, even up to 50 and even sometimes 100 billion. But in terms of a good starting point, the first time you're taking probiotics or for general health maintenance, 5 to 10 billion is fine.